Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and let us know how it resonates with your circumstances. So, I want to talk to the chosen today about justice. That's the dominant message for the chosen, is that the scales are now balancing out in your favor. And it's strongly coming through as a win for the chosen, because you all have brought your cases forward to the Most High Mother and Father, and the Most High has heard your prayers. The Most High acknowledges that you have balanced out your karmic debt. If there were certain seasons where you had to go through trial and tribulation, you went through those seasons and you overcame whatever lessons you had to learn. You gained those lessons, you gathered wisdom from it, and you didn't allow yourself to walk blindly through those circumstances. No, you observed, you paid attention, you recognized where you needed to heal, and you recognized that change needed to happen. And when the changes began to happen, you didn't resist the change. You actually surrendered to the change. You went with the flow of change. And so because of this, the scales balance in your favor. You know, there were things that was happening behind the scenes in the darkness that you wasn't fully aware of. For a long time, you was blinded to why certain things were unfolding the way that they were. But the more spiritual work you began to do, the more you began to realize that this was all for your highest good. You had to go through what seemed like losses at a time, but it really turned out to be gains, because the things that you ended up releasing were actually the things that was holding you back. So it actually freed up space for you to welcome in new and better people, places, and things into your life. And so it's a strong indicator that even though you was in the blind about things, now you see things very, very clearly. You stepped into your power. You're bossing up into your authority. Aries energy is coming through very strongly as well. But this is an energy of bossing up, being the leader, taking the initiative. And so it definitely feels like this has grew you in a major way. All of those lessons that you had to go through to balance out the scales has grew you in a major way. And so you really stand firmly in your power, and those healthy boundaries that you needed to set, you stand firm on that today. And it feels like you're not veering away from that. And so it's a strong energy of you being given the green light to go for whatever it is that you want to do. It's like, you know, there's infinite possibilities as far as what you can achieve at this point. And so this is go time. It's action time now. And we're moving into the season of spring. This is the season where, you know, you planted those seeds and things are beginning to spring forth, you know. So after a barren season where it might have been a barren season for you, where obviously if we're going with, you know, the flow of the seasons. Wintertime is when all of the trees are bare. You know, there's not much greenery out, and everything is, it's like out with the old and in with the new when we're moving from winter into spring. And so now this is the time of growth. This is the time to really take action. And I feel like a lot of you are, if you felt like your energy was low, or if you felt like you lacked passion or that get up and go energy that you needed to pursue certain ideas, is getting ready to pick up like times 10. You're going to have a lot of passion, a lot of energy, a lot of forward movement. And so it's a strong energy of getting ready and believing in the impossible. Again, those infinite possibilities, because there's getting ready to be things that's going to happen for the chosen that you don't quite anticipate. I know that many of you out there have been visualizing great things for yourself. You've been manifesting great things for yourself, but I don't necessarily think that you all realize how this thing is getting ready to unfold for you, but it's in a really amazing and positive way. And so you definitely want to maintain your spiritual strength. A lot of you have really been thriving and doing your spiritual work and being consistent with that. That's very, very important. I feel like many of you learned that vital lesson that no matter what's going on in your life, whether everything is smooth sailing or whether everything is chaotic, you always want to make sure that your spiritual work, your spiritual growth is always at the forefront of everything. You never want to set it aside. Even when things are smooth, you still want to maintain your spiritual work. And so I definitely see that many of you have that set. Like, that's a large part of your foundation, and you're going to continue to build from that energy. You're not veering away from that. And so it is a season of moving on, out with the old, in with the new, moving away from things that seem dead and lifeless and dull, moving towards sunlight, positivity, things that's full of life and growth and abundance. Like, it is the season, just passing from one season to the next. You're going to see your life shift along with the season. So as we move out of winter into spring, your life is actually, you're going to see the transition that takes place in your external environment from that energy. So just get prepared. Like, it's a really beautiful time to be here. Lots of growth, lots of fertility. Some of you are going to be coming into union with your divine partner. And if it's not like a physical, partnership that you're coming into, it's a strong energy of just balance, masculine, your internal masculine and feminine, being very firm and balanced in a state of equilibrium. And so whenever your internal masculine and feminine is balanced, then you're able to create from that energy. You're able to give birth to new creative ideas and nurture those ideas and really see the growth as a result of the amount of time and effort that you put into nurturing those ideas. So I would just say definitely get ready. It's a lot of synchronistic numbers that's been coming through for me as of late. 333, 444, 777, 999. If you've been seeing 1111, that's your spiritual team telling you that the energy around you is picking up in momentum. So they're letting you know that what you're doing is actually working, and that in the spiritual realm, they're moving things around in your favor. So things are definitely getting ready to pick up. If you feel like things were slow, it's getting ready to start moving. If you've been seeing 222, your spiritual team is telling you to choose wisely. In order to maintain balance in your life, you want to make sure that if you're facing any sort of decisions and you're going back and forth in terms of which way to go, they're telling you to make sure that whatever decision you make, it allows you to stay in alignment on a spiritual level. So choose wisely if you're seeing 222. If you've been seeing 333, your spiritual team is telling you to believe in your good luck. There are beautiful things that are getting ready to come through for you, and they want you to maintain your faith so that you're matching the vibration of what you've been calling in, so that they can actually bring it into fruition in your physical experience. If you've been seeing 444, your spiritual team is letting you know that you are going to be coming into union. It's going to be a spiritual union, whether this is a soulmate friendship, a soulmate relationship, romantic partnership, or a soulmate business partnership. There's going to be some form of a spiritual union that you're going to be coming into alignment with. If you've been seeing 555, your spiritual team is letting you know that there are answers that are getting ready to come in to you. So if you've been questioning or trying to figure certain things out, there's going to be answers, messages that you're going to receive that's going to give you the clarity that you have been asking for. Whether it's through vision, spiritual downloads, your dreams, you're going to receive those answers. If you've been seeing 666, your spiritual team is telling you that you're moving towards great victory and success. Something is going to be very successful, and you're going to be able to celebrate. You're going to be able to speak out boldly and proudly about your accomplishments, and it's going to be a very clear accomplishment for many people to see and to celebrate with you. If you've been seeing 777, your spiritual team is telling you to open up to change. I feel like more so on a spiritual level, open up to broadening your horizons in terms of learning more about spirituality and the spiritual path that you've been called to take, and to release old conditioning and belief systems so that you can give yourself permission to really flourish in your spiritual growth. If you've been seeing 888, your spiritual team is telling you to surrender to the Most High, surrender to the infinite possibilities, and to have faith that things are going to play out exactly the way that they're supposed to play out in divine timing. And if you've been seeing 999, your spiritual team is telling you for sure that there is a new romantic cycle that's getting ready to play out in your life. So this is specifically for romantic partnerships that's getting ready to come into balance, and that maybe something is getting ready to come into a completion in terms of a cycle of being in solitude or not having a partnership in your life. So all of those numbers are definitely significant for some of you out there. And if you find that it resonates with you in any way and you want to get a little bit deeper or dive a little deeper in terms of gaining answers about the things that was presented here in this message, feel free to email me. You can check the description box for my email. You can also order my cards or tarot lessons by using that email. So that's my message for you all. I love you, and I'll talk to you all next time.